I'm honestly not exactly sure what I need to be looking for in here. This quest doesn't really make any sense. It says I need to find pieces of him, but the only items I found were quest items. And it was like tablets, you know, so it's a little confusing. Like this ritual stone, and it involves going to the world of the dead. So I kind of think you have to be in a bit of limbo in the realm of the breath. I'm not exactly sure how to get to. So I'm just gonna leave this quest as it is and move on to something else. Because it genuinely just doesn't make any sense. Visceral. Maybe I'll find something up here? I don't know. We'll give it a shot. We can always run around and see if there's something else that we missed. Maybe there's another house. That'll give us some more information. Okay. I also need to find a cellar. Ooh, look at this. Look what I found. How neat. Oh my god. There's a bunch of stuff up here, dude. What is this? Why is it not dead? You see the little trail thing that it gives off? Like all of them are kind of somehow controlled. What the heck? It's like there's some kind of shaman kick. Ah! diamond in the rough. Gunvolver, Stronghold. Maybe it's changed since then. What is this? Okay, we can go around, I guess. Hope these aren't too heavy. We're gonna find out here soon. The weapons seem a little... They still feel tiered, honestly. Why, hello. Wow. Go back to that chest. We like a nice chest. Meteorite. It wasn't even a chest. I thought I saw a chest. There was no chest. Man. What is that? Hello. It doesn't have to be like every single one, brother. It could be like the last one in the... What is this? What you mean? A wretched hideout? Considering it's all closed up, it does seem a bit like a wretched hideout. Like, considering that, like, it's like a hole in the wall. There's a lot of meteorite in this zone. I figured we'd see more meteorite in the second zone than we did. It was very sporadic in the second zone. What is this? Empty weapon rack. This bear is like wandering this entire area here. Is that a weird lantern? Human! We found a human. What's up, brother?
It's crawling with monsters up there, isn't it? I'm hiding here to get my strength back before moving on. They call me Runner because I'm a fast runner. If I were still with my tribe, I'd have introduced myself as Shabba. But Scarin the Skin Taker gave me that name, and I just got used to it. He's the top dog around here. After I joined him, he called me Runner. Said it was for how fast I'd run away from a fight. He's one mean son of a bitch. At first, it seemed like we all shared the same idea. Uniting the Del Rita. Even the Nameless Ones. But over time, he started losing it. He sees conspiracies everywhere. Trusts no one. Stuff like that. I think the power got to his head. I've heard it happen sometimes. Not really. My greatest sin was being a Gunvolder who survived. None of the other tribes would take me in. They think my survival goes against everything the Del Rita stand for. Can you believe that? As if surviving is beneath the Del Rita. Who needs us dead? Only the worms in the ground. So I joined Scarin the Skin Taker's band. We were like a family, until Scarin decided there was no place for me in his ranks. Out of here. Anyway, the farther the better. I've got just one last piece of unfinished business keeping me in these lands. But I need a lot more strength before I finish my mission. All these monsters sure aren't making things any easier. I want to get rid of Scarin the Skin Taker. He shouldn't rule over anyone, and he certainly shouldn't try to unite all the scattered Nameless under his banner. But if he succeeds, the way he is now, he'd have us attacking our own brothers. I've had enough bloodshed. One eye's off to his war, and word is that Gurfhan wants to call the moot and go to war with Camelot. Or with one eye for going after Camelot. Either way, it ends with us spilling more of our own blood. But it's the truth. And I was thinking, if you're willing, we could make a deal. You see, if Scarin were to be killed by someone outside the Del Rita, not only would he die, so would his legend. My Nameless brothers will see the truth. Someone wiser will take his place, and we'll live in peace. Exiled, maybe, but still honorable. That's what I like to hear. I can finally go back to my people, and nobody will cast me out again. Now, all I need to do is defeat you and bring your head to the camp.
Oh, I wasn't
Whoever
expecting
avenges
that.
Scarron takes his place. That's the way of the nameless Dorita. Risk? Ha! I'm not risking anything. I bet that fight with Scarron weakened you, and I'll finish you off with pleasure.
Are you serious, brother? I'm a one-shot you. Oh. Not one. Took 3. Bruh. What's my weight at? I can't believe he just tried that. What that does basically mean that I can take the head and become and take his place, though. Doesn't it? As a nameless, I can do what he was planning to do. Really? Interesting. So the armor is actually much more sellable. It's got a much higher. Well, that weapon's good. Maybe I'll just. How much does this weigh? 2.5? Wow. I'm gonna drop that. And I'll go get his armor. Thanks, brother. Little titanium. Hopefully we can find a settlement before it gets too dark. It's up that cliff, dude. There really are beasties all over this place. Rectum. Drop some of those helmets. Increases magic critical chance by 33%? What? When your mana is below 33%. Increases critical damage by 50% though. Those are some pretty nice gloves. Because if you do summons, you can keep your mana low. I might have to make a campfire and bank some of this stuff so I can sell it.
Is that supposed to work?
Holy!
You're only making me angrier!
Oh! That was cool. We're gonna have to make a... Bank the Dalried armors. Look at the price of that bow. Still under. There's a bunch of different variations of this armor. Yeah, we'll bank the Archdruid stuff as well. Who is that? Looks like he wants to aggro me. Whew. Look at his sword. You see his sword? Why is it green? Hold on.
This is gonna hurt!
Scrap iron. 3, 4. Dang. Sower of Plague. Titan Steel. Attacks heavily poison enemies. Ulfr's Titan Steel Cape. Sower of Plague. It looked pretty sick, honestly. We'll bank it. Ulfr's Titan Steel. Didn't really do much for me, but we'll give it. We'll give it some time. You know, these guys kind of live like complete savages. Searing Cinder. Holy. I grabbed like a few items. How far back did I make this fire pit, man? Maybe I should bank some of these. Bank this. Well, I don't think I will. They're just regular items. I think Red Death Sword. Red Death Grey Sword. Products. I think I can if there's a telly right up here, I'm probably gonna go sell. Pretty sure I saw a telly up here. Yeah. Let's take the telly. I do have to sleep this off though. Which means less loot, but whatever. It's full of loot.
It's nice to have a break.
You hear him so far away. Oof, we're gonna get tons of money from this. Champion's long spear. Look at that, 1200. Wow. These ones are not very expensive. They're like, it's 'cause it's everywhere. Comparison? Oh. Holy. Whew. How much did we get from that? Oof. That's a lot. I didn't even sell the chest pieces. I'll do it next time. Alright, so left goes into there. Right goes towards the main area. Hopefully this is just one huge village. We shall go right. What is that? A brimshade? Brimshade hide. Emerging the foreteller. Born on Yule night and cleansed by the river, he was marked by destiny to become the Archdruid of Avalon. Through luck and prophetic abilities, he became entangled in the unfathomable twists of human fate. He vanished into the snowy wilderness, seeking knowledge of the giants. Magic level. Look, some titanium. What a view, right? What a view. A brimshade. Why was a brimshade hanging out by that? I'm pretty sure this is just copper. Yeah, it's copper. I'm not really in need of copper or iron after the last two zones. Two. Ah. Ah. What the heck, dude? Looks like there's a bunch of stuff over there. What are you? Oh. I know what those are. I spent a year fighting those in the second act. It makes sense now that I know that they were level like tier 3 monsters. What is that thing? Go, my minions. It looks like one of those croak moths, but like Reskin. Ooh. A Stagfather Shrine. What are you? The old weird stone mine. Come back here. Come back here. Oh my gosh. I don't know about that one, dude. You'd have to get incredibly strong speed burst to like even be able to catch up to those things. Is that another brim? Whatever. Okay. I guess if I use my power, that would slow everything down too. Keep it from running away. Frost Grot. Hey, hey, we are going places. That actually looks like a whole city. Cool. Cool.
Wow.
We have to be extremely careful when entering these towns because they're really territorial. And if you go into the wrong place, they get really upset. Hello? Hello? It's a human. Hello, human.
Be gone! No one has the right to challenge Trigva the Unbeaten to a duel without the blessing of the Ulfa tribe.
Okay, dude. Okay, dude. Be that way. watch him be like, you have to kill that guy on the bridge that you already killed in order to. Ooh.
Not
Hi.
another step. You. Who are you? And why do you think you belong here? Not here, you don't. Forlorn ain't for outsiders. Not unless the voice of the tribe says otherwise. Trust me, I wouldn't let you in if you were King Arthur himself. Especially not him. He'd have a sword up his arse before he took a step past this gate.
Yeah, okay.
God, you're thick. Keep standing there, and I'll make sure you leave crawling.
Let's try again.
You're deaf. No order, no entry.
Oh
I
my
don't care
goodness.
who you are. Turn around.
Be that way. Oh, we're definitely gonna have to come back here. You can tell. But it looks like they have some interesting culture that we get to interact with. Iron. I wonder if they'll have like special armor too. Copper. There's a lot of iron and copper in these hills. They just have all the lower tiered ores all over the place. So I guess we have to go to the main area first. At least we got the teleport unlocked. This progress. They're probably expecting people to go to this first one. Is there another one? Or is it just some weird storm? I don't see another one. So left into the ice field. What is that? Is that a mermaiden? It's a mermaiden! It's got legs and a tail. The tail is absolutely massive. Look at that thing. It's like the same size as her. Hello, Mermaiden Morgan.
Ah, there you are. My, you're even more beautiful up close. Such strong, shapely arms. Say, would you do
She
me
looks
a
goth.
tiny little favor? There was a terrible storm not long ago. It was so fierce it even woke the abyssal terror. The sea's fury was so great, it swept one of my treasure boxes onto the shore. It's still out there somewhere in the sand. But now that the waters are calm, I can't reach it. Will you help me, beautiful mortal? I miss my little trinkets so very much. Oh, thank you. I'll stay here and enjoy the view.
Okay. I might go around the... I don't trust you, Morgan. Mermaiden Morgan. This game has one rule, alright? This is the one rule that I have learned in this game. If they have nice voices, they're evil. If they have awful voices, they're not evil. She does not have an awful voice. She must be evil. So we're gonna test this theory. I wonder how it's gonna work out. She's gonna be like, I sent you off to your doom. How did you survive? This one as fast as the other one? Ooh. Yeah, they really gave these elevators some speed. No. Do I go left or do I go right? We are curious. Doesn't really seem to be much difference. Oh, there's a cave here. What kind of cave is this? Forgotten Hall. Wonder why it's forgotten. What is this? I already feel like I'm trespassing on something special. Is it like a Mathir shrine? Wow.
I sensed your approach, my king. I,
Oh, wow.
Gurfan of the Gunvaldir tribe, salute you as my forefathers decreed. Ah, so you're still speaking with your own voice. Good. At least I won't have to bother with that formal drivel Camelot loves so much. Tell me, how does it work with the two of you? Does the king speak through you sometimes? Or is he just a passenger in your head? Will he ever come out and talk to me face to face? Or does he just sit there quietly, never getting involved? Either way, I've got a few things to say to him. Not exactly polite ones. Ah, so he won't be speaking. Still too weak, is he? Not surprising. Well, then give my regards to the old man. Tell him the Gunvaldir tribe stayed loyal to the old treaties right to the end. The same can't be said of the Camelocians. A pack of cowardly dogs without honor. I hope Arthur's squirming in your head, seeing what his beloved capital has been up to. Normal ones, honorable. He entrusted us with the Forlorn swords and his crown, the one he used to command giants. We were sworn to guard them. In return, Camelot was supposed to leave us alone, now and forever. But the Camelocians didn't hold up their end of the deal. May their souls rot in the weirdness. Can you hear me, Arthur? The treaty is rubbish. I'm rallying the tribes, and we're marching on Camelot. Nothing can stop us anymore, except ourselves, damn it. Why? He's barely gotten his life back, and not even all of it. Does he have a death wish or something? There's a passage, sure. And if you're Arthur, it will open for you. Go ahead, if you think you're strong enough. Nobody's gonna stop you. But let me warn you, it's not going to be an easy journey, or a short one. Well, the giants are asleep, at least on the surface. But below, what if they wake up when they see Arthur? I doubt they'll be happy. And if the giants weren't enough, there are still the monsters, and other surprises. The legends about this place make it all pretty clear. If I were you, I wouldn't go in there. At least, not until you're sure you have the strength to handle what's hiding inside. Or without the blessing of the tribes, as agreed 600 years ago. You'd know that if you remembered our agreements, Arthur. Yes, the funny thing about our king, as you may already know, was that he was pretty sure of himself and his abilities. He knew he could march in there, grab his crown whenever he wanted, so he didn't sweat when he made a deal with our ancestors. He said he'd come back for his royal hat, only if the kingdom was in a dire situation, and if all tribes agreed to let him. Traditionally, this was meant to be done during a moot, an assembly of the tribes, and I'm calling one, so we can help each other out, if you're up for it.
Wow! This region was supposed to be the hardest one to like, collect, but they're doing everything for me. Wow.
Well, I need the chieftains to come here because we have to agree on a united front if we're going to fight Camelot. And I want to make damn sure that we fight Camelot not as a solitary tribe, like hot-headed One-Eye once, but as a united force. But I'm worried that something might be keeping them from leaving their villages. I'd like you to look into it. They won't. Our tribes aren't exactly known for getting along, and gathering them all in one place at the same time. That's almost a miracle. But now they've left Gunvelder in its time of need, and they're ashamed. And that's even worse. That's why you have to shame them even more, so that they have no choice but to come here or risk their honor. And if they say they won't come because, then you'll deal with a because, right? After all, you're the king, aren't you? Exactly. There's only one sane course of action, but you do you. I'll be waiting. I'm not going anywhere. As a Gunvelder, I've got nowhere to go anyway.
This guy is insanely based.
As of now, 4. The Volker, the Svein, the Ulfra, and the Toyd. Each one with its role, each one with its problems. The Ulfra are warriors, the best of us. Or they were. They've gone silent. No word from their chieftain, no sign of life near the haunted keep. I fear what might have befallen him. Mages, clever but strange. Their power is real, but their methods, unsettling. They see the world differently. Useful in a fight, but don't expect to understand them. Still, strength is strength, even if it's wrapped in riddles and sparkles. The Svein are hunters and guardians of something ancient, what they call a god. Forest devilry, if you ask me. Dangerous enough for us to keep our distance. The Volker were our berserkers, Mather's chosen warriors, unstoppable in battle. But Mather abandoned them, or so they believe. Now their rage is dulled, and they're slipping into despair. If we don't reignite their spirit, we risk losing them entirely. Each tribe carries a part of our legacy. If we are to stand together again, we'll need them all. even the ones who've lost their way. King Arthur. His presence clings to you like a shadow, unmistakable to those who still remember him. Your words, your actions, they carry the weight of him. The way you stand, even your damn stubbornness. Arthur always left his mark on those he touched. The Gunvilder haven't forgotten. Betrayed by Camelot or not, our blood still remembers the old king. But don't mistake my recognition for trust. If Arthur truly walks with you, prove it. Show me his legacy still lives and breathes. If you ask me, I got scared. The giant in our village started glowing. Maybe waking up, maybe coming alive. Whatever it is giants do. We were glad, though the other tribes, not so much. They envied us, no doubt about that. And that's probably why they didn't lift a finger to help when Camelot invaded our lands. Us, the Dalrida, we have changed. We're a shadow of our ancestors. But we were not the first to raise our weapons. Well, you see, the giants for us are a bit like gods. We call them our protectors. It's a tradition dating back to the battles of the Age of Legends. The Dalrita befriended the giants long before Arthur ever did. There was peace between us, even when we stood on opposite sides of the war. We honor them because we believe that when they awaken, they will repay our care with their protection. It's good to have allies like them. What can I tell you? We're gone. Only a few of us are left, scattered across all of Avalon. I'm still here, and so is One Eye. He's convinced he can take Camelot with a handful of hot-headed youngsters. Foolish dreams, suicide, call it what you like. We were brave, proud, and deeply connected to nature. Each of us bonded our soul to an animal, sharing strength between us. I won't tell you more than that. I don't want to. I can't. All of this is still too fresh for me, too raw. An eye for an eye. There's no other way. Does that surprise you? I was the one who honored the old treaties Camelot violated. I was the one who tried to convince One Eye not to throw people into guerrilla warfare, but to organize a proper military campaign instead. But for that, I'd need united tribes. And getting us all to work together on our own turf? That's proven to be exceptionally difficult.
Don't worry, brother. I got this.
Yes? Who have you managed to convince?
So this is the king's dungeon here? He literally is the only dude here. Where is your home, brother? The capital. Oh. I thought it was gonna be a whole village. It was not a whole village. It's like a one dude. It's like a one dude, man. Deep calleth upon deep. Okay, so we have 2 villages here, 1 village here. another village here. I think we could probably start from this one. I have concerns about that too. But at least they put a bunch of teleports everywhere. That's, at the very least, a little bit helpful. Let's start with the Stonecallers, the Ulfir, since we have other business there, and then we'll go to the other ones. I'm back!
You again. Told you before. You're not getting in. Seal looks real enough.
Nice.
Fine. Go on in. But don't cause trouble. We don't take kindly to outsiders sticking their noses where they shouldn't.
Believe me, I learned my lesson.
Hey, you. Avalon sent you, didn't he? To summon us for the moot. Just because we live up in the mountains doesn't mean we don't know what's happening in the wider world. Well, that works out perfectly. My father's been looking for someone for outside the tribes to help him with something. That's all I know. He didn't tell me much, but he sounded really serious. He told me to bring the first person I came across. His name is Strana. Please, go meet him at his forge. You can't miss it.
Okay then. That guy definitely sounded like a diplomat. Okay. A stash! Our new home.
Oi, don't I know you from somewhere?
Hey, look who it is!
Aye, that's it. I knew you looked familiar. It's good to see a fellow survivor from that cursed hole. Tell me, friend, how did you manage it? That hooded fellow helped you, didn't he? I need to know everything. If you've got the guts to dislike the man who saved your life, he must have really done something to rub you the wrong way. You know, among the Dalriada, when someone saves your life, you owe them a debt until you can repay it. Usually by saving theirs. But now that I think about it, you don't have to like them. Respect is enough. So tell me, what's happening in the wider world?
Wow.
Good. It's about time. These tribes have had their heads so far up their own arses, acting like their problems are the only ones that matter. Who doesn't have problems, eh? Back in Arthur's time, we stood as one. Now, we're so damn stubborn we can't see past our own noses. It's bloody senseless.
Conquer is a pretty based dude.
Not my chieftain, not my problem. We Gunvalder worshipped our own giant. Wasn't exactly lively when I left the village, but now it's...
He's a Gunvalder?
glowing. No one knows why. The Thoid called it a blessing. Told all the Dalriada they should rejoice. But if you ask me, they got scared. Maybe that's why no other tribe helped. Not Ulfr, not Volker, nor even Thoid, who told us to be happy about our giant. Who knows? I wasn't here when Camelot attacked my tribe. I was already rotting in the asylum. If I had been, they wouldn't have pushed us back to the keep. Or maybe I'd have died an honourable death. I only know this. Thrigve forbade it, and the Ulfrats obey him like hounds chasing their master, even now in his current form.
Huh.
You're joking? One Eye's rebellion actually worked. Ha! Now that's a twist I didn't see coming. Never cared for One Eye, but credit where it's due. He pulled off something impressive. Now all that's left is to rally the other tribes, get word to One Eye, and boom! We've got ourselves a foothold in the south.
Does look like it's in their favor.
Sounds about right. That's why I wanted to get back to my own people. Why should I risk my neck for outsiders? They've always treated us Dalrida like we're some necessary evil. Sure, they're nice enough when you're useful, but once it's over, they look at you like you're a stray dog. Nay thanks. Dalrida will always be Dalrida, even if they're not my own tribe.
Dalrida, huh? I haven't heard anyone call them Dalriada, so maybe they are Dalrida. Hello, Thicker.
No, you're not a Dalriata, and you're too scrawny.
I
Wouldn't
stand
make much of
corrected.
an impression. I was thinking of knocking you flat in a fight, so Concha would see it and say, "Bloody hell, that Thyka's strong. I'd love to wrestle her."
Wow.
But with you, it just wouldn't work. No, this needs someone with a bit more meat on their bones. But thanks for the offer. Just look at him. Those shoulders, like he could tear limbs.
Oh, dude.
Those massive fists must have crushed dozens of skulls. And the scars. Look how long and thick they are. He's taken so many blows and he's still walking, breathing, like nothing ever happened. What does that matter when he's as strong as an Alpha? Sure, there are things he still needs to learn about us, but I'd help him with that. How else could it be? What do your people do when they want to, you know? And the women don't fight. They just sit and watch. Mata, I'd die of boredom.
Yeah.
Look at me. Can you picture me writing romantic letters? Then you might need your head checked. Handkerchiefs? Like he's got a cold? How the hell does a handkerchief show him I can fight? Well, I could give him a good wallow.
Great idea. That'll definitely hurt.
But I don't want to hurt him either. It's so stupid. I'm acting like some daft Camelot girl around him. Ugh. Our chieftain, what's there to say? He's the strongest, so he leads. Even if the giant hadn't marked him, no one would have matched him. We'll talk again.
You can tell they only really see one thing as valuable in this area. Like a bunch of savages. Erlen's house. Another house. Hall of the Stone Wardens. Hold on. Rise the mountain, face the storm, call the wither moon. It's getting dark. Hope they don't fall asleep on me. Hearth Hall. So they're both up here to the left. Where's my quest? They're literally both up here. Okay. Let's try the hall. No leg.
Well, I'd offer you my hand, stranger. But with the stone sleep taking me away, I reckon that's not the best idea. Still, I'm glad to see a new face before I leave this world behind. Especially someone with such a rare way about them. My name is Noleg. You're the last living soul outside my kin to hear that name. You tell me. I don't know what it is exactly, but there's something different about you. They say the stone sleep makes folk more attuned to the rare and unusual things in this world. Seems you carry one of those in you. Oh no. Well, I am a stone warden. And by our custom, a day comes when a stone warden begins to slip into the stone sleep. We give ourselves to the ore. Stone our forebears carved through for ages, raising halls and strongholds from its heart. We become yet another monument to the Forlorn swords.
Oh, okay, so that's where all those stone people were all about.
It's a deeply personal thing, different for everyone. I've known stone wardens who felt the first signs of the stone sleep at dawn, and by the next dusk, they were already searching for the place they'd turned to stone. And I've known others where it took years. There's no rule to it. I don't count the days anymore, but I can feel it's nearly time for me to choose a place for myself. When the time draws near, one makes the journey to a place where they wish to fall asleep. And finally, when their body can no longer move or feed itself, their kin tend to them, feeding them, offering water, leaving gifts, and keeping vigil as the sleep takes hold. It depends on who you ask. Me, I feel no pain, just peace.
I see.
I knew what I was signing up for. Every stone warden does. But not all see it the same way. My family passed long ago, so I leave no one behind. But Olaf, he still has his daughter, Fuska. And she's been arguing with Darvan for weeks now, fighting over what should become of her father. One of the finest stone wardens I've known had a habit of diving headfirst into any hole he spotted underground. Nothing could stop him. Fuska doesn't agree with our tradition. Understand? She doesn't want to lose her father. But the poor girl doesn't understand that being called to the stone is the highest honor for a stone warden. Darvan is the leader of the Stone Wardens, and right now, maybe the most important man in the tribe, since Tryggvi's no good for anything anymore. Let's not talk nonsense, all right? Farewell. It was good to see a new face in the Ulfer village. Who knows? Maybe I'll still be around to see your coming bear some fruit.
What an interesting culture these guys have, honestly. And beds. Nice, okay. Ast.
You're in the Hall of Remembrance, in the seat of the Stone Wardens. My name's Ast. I look after this place. Try not to make noise, or touch anything. Goodbye.
Hey, they have a kitchen. Already better than some places. They've got all their beds that way, their food that way, an attendant.
I wouldn't come any closer if I were you.
Oh.
Because I said so. And here in the official hall of the Stone Wardens, my word is law. Leave in peace. I'm not granting an audience. Ah, your powers of observation are truly impressive. Until...
Stronger. Is he in here? No. Why must it be so difficult just to find regular people? Hey, he's in the forge. Promising. At least they don't go to bed right away. That's really obnoxious. Alright, dude.
Egil sent you, did he? I'm Stroner, a blacksmith. What brings you to our village? That kind of order should go straight to Tryggvi, though I doubt he'd be eager to leave his throne. Until a new chieftain is chosen, Tryggvi won't attend the moot. Tryggvi always dreamed of surpassing mortal strength, of becoming as mighty as the giants. He became obsessed with the lone pillar near our village. The Ulfar might not be known for their writing, but we have our legends. Thrigvi found out the pillar was a place where giants entrusted their souls to the Foredwellers, whatever that means. So we had a throne forged into the pillar and sat on it during a weird night. What happened after that changed everything for our tribe. I wouldn't call it madness. Thrigvi stopped being human. He grew to a monstrous size and gained unimaginable strength. He became something other. After that, human concerns no longer mattered to him. Yet he's still Ulfr, bound by our customs and rules. It might not mean much to an outsider, but trust me, it's a very dangerous situation. We tried. The moment we declared a new chieftain, Thrigvi appeared out of nowhere and killed the contender with a single blow. Then, like nothing had happened, he returned to his slumber. After that, the Ulfr began worshipping him like a god. Hard to believe, considering our disdain for magic and religion, isn't it? Yet, here we are. Don't be surprised if you hear them singing his praises or fawning over him like fools. They're terrified of his power, although none of them will admit it. Ah, so you've met some of my brothers already. You wouldn't ask that if you hadn't. Since you know about the Stone Wardens, I'll tell you the truth. Yes, I'm a member, and the Ulfr village is our unofficial capital. Darvan himself resides here, Gerfan's own brother, and our leader.
Darvan's not the leader, but he's not... He's the leader, but he's not the chieftain? I don't get it.
I don't know for sure. Thrigvi doesn't speak much these days, not in his current state, but I have a theory it probably had something to do with the awakening giant of the Gunvalder tribe. Many tribes envied them for it, and Thrigvi has a special connection to the giants. Maybe that played a role in his decision. Yes, definitely. The Ulfr might be stubborn, but we've always valued unity among the Dalrita. Without Thrigvi's influence, there'd be no question. But his shadow looms large. It's hard to see a way forward while he's on that throne. The only way to remove an Ulfr chieftain is through an honorable duel, but there's no honor in fighting something like him. Perhaps my mentor Darvan knows how to defeat him. He won't tell me. He says he's afraid I'd try to face Thrigvi myself. And honestly, he's probably right. If I knew how to bring him down, I'd do it in a heartbeat. But Darvan thinks if our plans were discovered, I wouldn't live to see another day. He's probably right about that too. My brothers have grown unpredictable. Smart choice. He lives in the second largest house in the village. You'll find it easily enough. I'll be here if you need anything else.
I haven't been able to find it already. Crescent Halberd. Moonring Staff. Hey, you can buy meteorite ore here. Isleward Spear. Green Steel, the art of Gloom Frond Forging. Crown of the Nether Bloom. sell some stuff. Tainted priestesses, Val. Delivery out. Or delivery to armor. Why is it all... Huh? Dude, mystics. Sling tunic. Volker clansfolk. Dude, seeker. Huh. I didn't realize I kept a double set of these. Okay. Let's read this right quick. The Gloom Frond, a creature of deep roots and ancient weirdness. It is as much plant as it is demon. Its bark-like hide is stronger than oak and infused with weird energy, making it a fine material for armor. If one can harvest it without being torn apart, then dormant, it resembles overgrown shrubs or gnarled trees. Approach cautiously and never pick the plants surrounding it. Doing so awakens its wrath. To craft armor, the bark must be stripped with weird forged tools, then boiled in weird infused water to maintain its inherent resilience. Temper it with iron or bone for structure, creating armor that can withstand weird, tainted environments and physical blows alike. Beware though, the lingering weirdness in the hide can stir unnatural dreams in the wearer. This craft walks a thin line between the druid's reverence and the smith's ambition. Balance is key, lest the weirdness consume both the maker and the wearer. Okay. So now we get to collect the tribes. anti-arrow. Bank that. Small pebble. Hey, it's daytime now. No, wait. It's just really bright here. Alright. Conquer his house. Okay. We try again. Avalon there. Huh?
Well met, traveler.
Did you take a nap? You less grumpy now?
Thrigva, that cursed fool. Undead emerged with the lone pillar, thinking himself invincible. And perhaps he is, for now. So I guess you want to challenge him to a duel. You cannot defeat him as you are. The lone pillar grants him strength beyond mortal flesh. No blade will bite. No armor will hold. Not unless you earn the blessings of the giants. Listen well. To face Thrigva and live, you'll need more than just courage. You'll need to forge a weapon. A true marvel. One capable of shattering the lone pillar's might. Without it, you're as good as dead. I'll help you forge it. But you'll need to gather the giants' blessings first. They hold all the fragments you'll need. What do I look like? A giant keeper? The giants have no love for the likes of us anymore. Their power does not come cheaply. If Stroner sent you, then go back to his hut. His wife might know something useful. Women tend to keep the wisdom that men ignore. Stroner keeps her close. Protective, I'd say. Maybe ashamed. If we're being honest, the Ulford tribesfolk say she's mad. Perhaps even a liar. Claiming she speaks to giants? You can imagine how that goes over. But mad or not, she knows things the rest of us don't. Don't judge her by their words. Go to her and listen. You might find her madness holds more truth than most men's sanity.
Okay.
Off you go.
We're just going back and forth now, huh? Tell me about your wife.
Vigdis? What does she have to do with this? Does that old man really believe her ramblings are the will of the giants? Unbelievable. I won't say what I really think about this. If the master of the Brotherhood believes it, who am I to argue? Because I'm protecting her from prying eyes and the superstitions of villagers, that's why. I don't know you. Why would I speak of my wife, accused of madness, to a stranger? For any Dalrita, losing one's mind is like a living death, a shame worse than most can bear. But I love her too much to grant her a good death. If Darvan believes she hasn't gone mad, but instead serves as a bridge between the Ulfr and the giants, then I'll gladly let you speak with her. You'll find her in the locked room. Here's the key.
She's outside? Holy, he teleported to his house? He got here faster than me. Does that mean she's asleep too? Well rested. He keeps her locked up in the basement. Are you okay?
He sent you, didn't he? Ha! That's bold of him. Sending someone else to poke at old wounds. Yes, I know their ways. Or what little of it the Ulfr haven't buried with scorn and silence. But you're not here for stories, are you? You're here for the blessings. The giants don't just hand out blessings like baubles at a market. Their favor is earned, not begged for. They respect oaths, strength, and sacrifice. You'll need to approach their shrines, what remains of them, and prove your worth. Each giant demands something different. It could be a test of will, a trial of battle, or a riddle no mortal tongue can solve. Start where the land still remembers their steps. Their shrines lie in places of weight. You'll feel it when you're close. The air grows heavy, and the earth hums beneath your feet. We built shrines near the giants themselves, where they stand petrified, often part of the mountains now. If you falter, they will know. And if you lie, you'll wish you hadn't. For the Gonvaldor giant, the summoner, bring proof of the hunt. The summoner respects not just strength, but the bonds you forge. Alone, you are nothing. Together, you are worthy. For the Thoid Mother, the giant of bloom and ash, offer flowers. Simple, fragile things, yet they carry life even in ruin. She remembers beauty, where others see only loss. And for the giant below, the keeper of depths, well, you'll need to find that out for yourself. The giants demand truth, not tricks. Fail them, and you'll face a wrath older than the earth itself. Because I speak truths they'd rather forget. It's easier to call someone mad than face the shame of their own weakness. The giants haven't abandoned us. We abandoned them. If you want their blessings, you must show them we still remember. We still honor their strength. The giants see Thrugva for what he is. A parasite clinging to their world, twisting what was once sacred. They have no love for him. For years they've waited, longing for a champion, someone strong and worthy enough to carry their blessing and cleanse this land of his corruption. If you prove yourself, they will help you. Just show them you're the one they've been waiting for. Go with purpose. And tread carefully. The giants do not forgive fools.
Heed my warnings. Another teleport. So this is like the stone sleep right here. What happened to that one? And his little dog too. What is this? Elevator pass? Oh, I'm going down. Wonder where this is gonna pop me out, dude. reach here? Okay, I guess that's good for the next one. That's how I get to this area. Rise the mountain, fall the storm. Alright. Hey, look at that. Thanks, Betty. Okay, who do I need to speak to in here about this? Welfare sleeping quarters? Huh? Oh, okay. Looks like that bridge, maybe. Or somewhere over there. Up we go.
Well met.
Huh?
If it were up to me, I'd vote against it. The moot waste time dreaming of invading Camelot. We've got greater problems to solve. Fractured tribes, lost traditions, and a dwindling future. Fixing...
Yeah, he's Dalriata first.
Conspire. Ha! Call it what you like. Plotting, scheming, or just doing what needs to be done. Thrygva's not a man anymore. He's a curse on the old... Stroner and I understand that. If you're wise, you'll understand it too. Someone has to stop him. And it sure as hell won't happen by sitting around.
Ironic.
Until next...
Okay, so we're not going to be able to progress that quest until after I progress this one. Good to know. We have to get the 3 places or whatever it is. Is there a alchemy thing nearby? Just like close by, dude. No. So there's this one. I guess we'll start with this one over here. Start over here and make our way. Wrong way. This way. Yes. I think I know exactly where this one was going. Can I run and... We're gonna go around. What? Another telly? How did I miss this telly, dude? Gunvalder village.
Who dares disturb the silence of the stone? Speak, small one, and tell me why you stand before the summoner. Tryggve, the parasite clinging to the pillar. He twists the old ways for his own greed, a shadow of what the Ulfr once stood for. If you wish to rid the world of his corruption, you must prove you are worthy of my power. Call forth your allies, mortal. The summoner respects not lone strength, but the bonds that carry us forward. Together, you will face this trial. Fail, and I shall remain silent forevermore.
Oh no.
You have faced my summons and stood victorious. Few possess the strength to endure, and fewer still the bonds to overcome. You are worthy of my blessing. Take it, mortal, and carry the strength of the summoner with you. But know this. My power is not a gift. It is a burden. Wield it wisely, for it binds you to those you fight for. Go now. The giant strength is yours to wield, but their expectations are yours to bear. Do not fail.
I thought that was meteorite from where I was looking. All right. Did that bridge have a thing on it? The question mark looks like it's down the waterfall. Oh, that's not good. What are you? Mind pass? Special edition. Interview with the client of the Wandering Black Widow. Most readers know the legend of a woman who helped mistreated wives take care of their husbands, and built a tidy business doing so. It happened less than 50 years ago. Could she still be alive? Scribe Garvin interviews one of her alleged clients. Garvin, hello Natalie. In your letter, you claim to be one of the Black Widow's clients. Black Widow? That's cruel. She was an angel. An angel of death, perhaps. Maybe, but if not for Suzanne, I'd be 6 feet under. My husband, may the earth never release him, beat me daily, enough blood for a sausage every morning. What about the guards? Nah, he was a moonshiner, popular with the military. The guards didn't meddle. They said it was domestic and nothing more. Was she well known? My grandmother sent me to her. Plenty of others went too. Suzanne wasn't just some poison vendor. She gave advice, listened, cared. And if her advice didn't work, then she'd act like a true Dralrita. Only as a last resort would she hand over the potion for the soup. You know the rest. Any idea where she is now? Someone ratted her out to the Mystic Division. She vanished. Had to, but I'm sure Geetha's fine, wherever she is. Geetha. Wasn't her name Suzanne? Natalie refused to answer any further questions. Maybe both names were false, but one thing's for certain. She'll always be the Wandering Black Widow. Name changed. So Natalie's name was changed. Yoo-hoo! There's another one down there, dude. What is that? You see that? What is that? It's like down in that crevasse. What is that, dude? Oh, God. Ice Weaver? Can't see anything here. Come here. we go. Living ice. Two-handed? Gareth the Fair, humble in service, noble in spirit, a knight forged but not by birth but by deeds, unyielding in battle, steadfast in armor, in honor, true to his oath till the very end. Two-handed. I might actually follow this one around so I can... Womb of Mathir? So I can find that teleport. Finding the little stone statues everywhere, it makes more sense now that I know what's going on. We're gonna save our game before we go. Just have a feeling it might be smart. Come here, big boy. Sleepwalker. Glacial Husk. Is it a shield? Armor Relic. Receiving damage covers you in a protective ice for 4 seconds, reducing the next damage received by 25% and chilling nearby enemies for the duration. That's really good. Gunvalder Giant's Blessing. It's a quest item. Druidic Shrine? Where is the shrine? Down there? Ooh. I want to check this out. Let's see if we can't find the telly first. Looks like a one-way, you know what I mean? I'm gonna try and find the telly, that way we can use the campfire to teleport back. There we go. Brilliant. Ogma, the poet warrior. We wielded swords and gripped bloody axes. We watched as our kin were slain during the great conquest. We reveled in the glory of countless battles. Among us stood Ogma, the poet warrior. Adept in both combat and in verse, the tender berserker, he captured the stark beauty of war in his songs. The Volker village. Alright. Run over to the druid spot here. Ah, I'm a donut. Archdruid's breeches. Cave by the cliff. Let's run back up to the telly. No, we don't need to run it back to the telly. I think this area might be the deep. Ah, I think it's getting dark. Hope we can make this snappy then. I don't want to like jump down. But I'm not seeing much choice. I might have to do that quest. Since I'm here, the womb of Matthew. Look at that thing. What is that thing? It's another boss. Carry guard. Boom. Volker clan ring, Feud clan ring, and Svein clan ring. Okay. Spell power. Taking damage increases physical damage. And range damage. Okay. Look, a teleport. You literally have to go down there. Is there another way down? What is this? A warrior grave? Alright. We got a cave and a telly. What is this? Cold reach. Okay. Oh! Another shrine. Okay. They're running. Why would you run? How? Lake of the primordial beast. I'm looking for a box. Amulet. Alright. Where is your box? You said it washed up on the beach. There it is. Cool. We found the box. It's a little unnerving seeing bones of that size just hanging out in the water. Because it's... What the heck, dude? A random waterfall? Ugh. The Weaver's Sanctum? I can't even go in there. Okay, Morgan.
The longer you stay near me, the harder it will be to leave. I promise you that. Oh, thank you so much, my sweet, sweet mortal. You worked so hard to get it. I saw everything from here, and I must confess, I couldn't look away. Your body is so strong, yet so elegant. I watched you, and my fingers ached to trace every line of you. It was all-consuming. Have you ever felt that way, my beautiful mortal? Like your whole body was burning, and only another's touch could quench the flame? Then I envy the one who touched you like that. I want to wipe every memory of them from your skin, and leave you aching only for me. I feel the strangest pull toward you, as if you've stolen my very senses, made me yearn in ways I never knew I could. Oh, but it is. Just not the kind you fear, though I wouldn't mind tasting your flesh, feeling it warm and alive beneath my lips. In fact, I'd like that very much. Good. Morgans are possessive creatures, and none of my sisters will ever have you. None of them deserve you. I want you for myself. I want to drive you mad with desire. I want you to think about my touch for the rest of your mortal life. All you have to do is come closer. No? What? I mean, you do not know what you're refusing, mortal. I could give you pleasures your mortal lovers could never even imagine offering to you. I see the way you look at me. I feel the longing you try so hard to hide. There's no shame in it. I feel it too. Just come closer. Fine. As you wish. It's your decision. Even if it haunts your nights for the rest of your life. Well, I suppose you still deserve something for your trouble. Here. You can have the treasure box. I've lost my appetite for mortals.
I really don't know how to get in there. So I might have to do the other ones first and see if I get there some other way. At least that's what I think I might have to do. I was hoping to finish the blessings, but looks like this might take a little bit more time than I was expecting.
Sometimes it's nice to just sit and think.
I guess we'll head down to this one. Found some of the other villages though, which is definitely good.